Hey, all right, kicking it off, just opening up hour two. The bar is open. I am celebrating the end of the coronavirus with a Corona. Don't know if it helps, but I've been drinking it since the beginning. And been with this guy since the beginning. Frank Morano joins me. What's happening, bud?
Hello there, John. Well, quite a bit is happening when we're trying to keep an eye on everything. Obviously, there are services honoring George Floyd scheduled today in Minneapolis. As you pointed out, I believe the Reverend Al Sharpton is going to deliver the eulogy. So that's going to get started in about an hour. So you can bet people around the world are going to be watching this particular memorial service.
Oh, I think the world is going to be watching. And, I really think that Reverend Al has a real moment here to see if he wants to be a divider or if he's going to use the pulpit here at a eulogy for a guy who was the victim of police brutality to foment more racial division. I don't know. I'm betting on number two, fomenting racial division.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Usually when he gives remarks at eulogies like this, he does strike a more conciliatory tone.
So you think he'll keep it classy, San Diego?
I more or less, yeah.
Really? All right. That's at 2, I believe.
Yeah, about an hour from now.
Anything else? Cuomo give us any good nuggets today? I mean, the daily reality show on or anything?
I'm not sure. I didn't get. I was asleep. I didn't. I'm not sure if I saw any of. I didn't. Not. I'm sure. I did not see any of Cuomo's press conference this morning, so I missed it. He's asking protesters to get tested. I know he and Governor Murphy both are asking protesters to get tested because, in Cuomo's words, they could be COVID-19 super spreaders. So we'll see if they take the governor up on that.
All right. Well, let's see. I remember last week him and his brother on there yucking it up, with the big Q-tips about how big their noses were. So it seems like there's a lot of mounting evidence that in New York they made some really colossal blunders with the nursing homes, and supposedly about 35 to 40% of all the cases in New York were from nursing homes. That's horrible.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, I think more than a quarter of all the deaths in New York also were nursing home related patients. And that number may even be a higher percentage when you factor into the account that a lot of people contracted the disease in the nursing home and then they were transferred to a hospital to die. So, yeah, I mean, there's look, everybody mishandled this. The governors, the mayor, the president, the World Health Organization, the CDC. Everybody could have done a better job. And there'll be, in the course of time, an opportunity to look at what every layer of government, what every public health organization did poorly and could have done better. And hopefully it'll help us be better prepared for the next pandemic.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope we learned at least some lessons from this, Coming up next, we have Dr. Dean Hart, comes on with us all the time, expert in microbiology and published author on the transmission of viruses and diseases. And they're talking about now how a lot of these cities that were on lockdown were getting ready to open in phases may be hit by a second wave, like Minnesota and New York and Cali, because people are so close together at these protests. We'll see what the good doctor has to say about that right after this. 1 minute break. Stay right there. Dr. Dean Hart right after this.